What is up, bros? Modz here today, and I'm bringing you guys this cool little tool to help you spend your blood shards when the new season starts. It's basically going to be the Season 3 Monk Gambling Priority List. Basically, a big shout out to Linkage from Reddit for getting the original data mine values. It basically tells you how likely you are to gamble an item when you spend blood shards at Kadal, and it has like a full breakdown for every single class. If you want to see that, I'll put that in the info section. There's also a link within this spreadsheet. But I kind of just like consolidated that data, and I made an exclusive spreadsheet just for us monks because we're special like that. And then getting more into the spreadsheet, there's going to be two values in your gambling rates. The black value is like how likely you are to get that item, and then the red value kind of like accounts for RNG, because sometimes the game just fucks you. Now you just farm for an item, you gamble for an item, you just never get it. So that value basically says 4 out of 5 people are likely to get this item in X amount of blood shards. So there's 2 blood shard values. I kind of look at the red value instead of the black value. And then at the bottom of the spreadsheet, there's some guides. They are clickable. So once you get your set items, you'll know what to do. You just click on those, and it'll take you to the guides. That one actually goes to YouTube. You probably want to go to the written guide. Yeah. So anyways, you just go to written guide, and then you have your 2 guides right there. So let's look at the redesigned sets, and then we'll basically go into what we're going to be doing with your blood shards and how you're going to be gambling, because you are going to have to do some deductive reasoning. Basically, you're going to have to think. There's some factors that are going to come into play, and it's going to change the way you're going to be gambling, and I'll try to explain that the best I can in layman terms to help you bros out and get into T6 as quickly as possible. So anyways, new Raymond set, totally redesigned this patch. 2 set bonus. Your attack speed regenerated is increased by 25%. The damage done by them is increased by 300%. The 4 set bonus, your dash and strike now expends 75 spirit instead of charges. So you can just DS a bunch. If you want to see that in action, you get to click the guide at the bottom. And then your 6 sets bonus, when you attack with your generator, right? Here, I'll just show you real quick. Let me put on my Stone of Jordan. Boom, you attack, right? Like your dash and strike links your lights up, and then you get the big dig damage. 12,500% increased damage done by your dash and strike. Sanuku set this season is unchanged. Basically same thing as last season. When you attack with one of your spenders, little clone spawn that's based off the highest elemental damage type, and it's for like 1,000% weapon damage. And the 4 set bonus, when that clone spawns, it increases the damage of your spenders by 500%. I think I'm definitely going with the new Raminate set. I just absolutely love it. I love the play style. It's so fun, and it's something new and refreshing. But in the start, I will go Sanuku's if it allows me to. Basically, whatever I gamble first. So now let's go into gambling stat priorities. Keep in mind, when you're first gambling, don't really look at the stat breakdown of the items. You'll worry about min-maxing your stats later on, like later into the season when you get all your blood shards. The first thing you want to do is just get the sets. Just by getting the sets and getting those set bonuses that you just saw, that'll boost you into T6. When you get into T6, you'll be finding so many more legendaries. You'll just be clearing shelf, and then you'll also be able to get in like your lower tier greater risks. Get your legendary gems, and also do those like level 35 greater risks, getting that 35-40 billion experience per hour. So like I said, it's just broken down by like the drop rates, your likelihood of you getting these items from the Kadala blood shard vendor. So you're just going to do in your pants for the Raymond set gloves, boots, shoulders, chest, helmet, and then like for your bracers, a little comment here. If you're playing non-seasons, you'll do Ancient Parathian bracers. You also do like Spirit Guards, which is a season exclusive or Season 3 exclusive items for monks. And then also, if you don't want to be gambling on bracers, you just craft Reaper Wraps. Reaper Wraps are a plan that drops from Malthael. So you just go kill Malthael, and then he drops the Reaper Wrap plans. You do that. Now for belt, I prefer String of Ears. You can also go like something like Blackthorn's belt, Witching Hour. But String of Ears is really easy to get, high survivability boost. For your ring, Unity Stone of Jordan most of the time. If you want to go Glass Cannon and you just do insane damage, you could get like Focus and Restraint. Just totally redone this patch. It's called the Bastion Bull set. Basically, double 50% damage boost. Boom. Big damage. Very nice with those. But it makes you Glass Cannon-y. But it is really good for T6. Really, really good. And then, obviously, that's just the gambling rate of Stone of Jordan. Preferable weapon is a Flying Dragon. If you don't get a Flying Dragon, don't worry right away. As soon as you get your set, you don't have to be using a Flying Dragon to make it work. You can use like Burning Skinky Butt. It's like the Fire Axe. Or you can craft like a Devastator. Or you can use like any one of these. You know, use like Sunkeeper, use a Burning Skinky Butt, use a Devastator. If you don't have any of these, just use like any weapon. If you get an ancient weapon, use it. Just make sure it has a socket dex and some nice damage on it. That's all you need. And then finally, last but not least, you typically want to stay away from gambling like jewelry and like weapons, because they're really, really hard to get. But for this build, for the Raiment Monk set, you will be crafting a Hellfire Amulet, so you just got to do your Uber bosses for that. In addition, if you don't do that, just like just use any amulet, dex, crit chance, crit damage, socket. You know, an amulet that has like some type of resist on it that heals you would be good. Or you use like Blackthorns, then you can run like with the Blackthorn belt like I talked before. Now let's get into the Senriku set, and then I'll talk about what I'm going to be doing personally for this. If you just don't want to do like one of each. And then Senriku, so I basically, gambling party list, like, okay, so it's really easy to get the Senriku gloves. You do gloves, shoulders, helmet first. However, like, let's say you drop like a Senriku's amulet. Like I said, the stats of items don't really matter at the start. So if you just get like an item like this, it's kind of bad. Doesn't really matter. It gives you the set bonus. So, you know, you got your gloves, you just gambled your gloves, you just gambled your shoulders. You're about to start gambling on your helmet, but bam, you get like, boom, Senriku amulet drops. You're like, oh shit. You're not going to go try to gamble a helmet. You're just going to slap that thing on, and then now you got your set bonus. And then now you're going to skip to the next priority list. You're going to go to your Gundu gear, which is like the chain EP explosion. So it was the season 2 exclusive item. Now it's going to be available to everybody. You're going to Kuda's boots, your Inna's pants, chest, belt, and then like, you know, your Stone of Jordan. Your other ring will be a Ring of the Royal Granger that drops from Act 1 Herodric caches. When you're farming those Herodric caches, make sure you're doing it on like, I tried to do it on T2, because T2, you have a 50% chance for the raw, or not the raw itself to drop, but there's like 5 items that drop from the Act 1 Herodric cache. And then one of those 5 items is the Ring of the Royal Granger. So you got like a 20% chance for this item to drop. But on T2, you have a 50% chance to get the Herodric cache exclusive item. And then on T6 is a 100% chance. Every single time you do, get a Herodric cache, you'll get one of those items. So just do it on T2 when you're starting out. And then if you do like T3 efficiently, do that. And then when I mean efficiently, I mean you basically want to be moving more than you're killing stuff. Take you like 20-30 seconds to kill a elite pack. That's not efficient. And so you get that ROG. So you need a Stone of Jordan, you use like Unity, or you just use like a random ring with like Dex, crit chance, crit damage, socket. And then like weapon of choice is your Incense Torch. You can see the things like super rare. You usually definitely, like I said, you want to avoid gambling for rings and amulets. So that's the last thing you'll be gambling for. And then your Senriku amulet, and then obviously the guides here. But like I said, I do myself, I want to get into T6 as quickly as possible, and there's like this conquest to get it like world first and greater of 35 first. So what I'm going to be doing, since both sets, the set bonuses, both the 4, like the 6-piece and 4 set bonus, I'll show it on the screen again. There they are. These powers, regardless of like what the stats on the items are, they will boost you into T6. T6 is so faithful nowadays. So what I want to do, and I want to kind of like deviate a little bit away from the list. And regardless, I'm just going to start with glove, shoulders, helmet first. So glove, shoulders, helmet first. It's going to allow me to like double dip. I'll have the chance to get the Raiment set and the Senriku set. And then let's say if I'm doing glove, shoulders, helmet, I get like Raiment gloves first. And then I'm just going to go for the Raiment set now. I'm not even going to go for the Senriku set. So, you know, I'm just going to go down and then I'll do the Raiment set. And then I'll do the Senrikus. So basically, just play smart, think a little bit. Don't be gambling for items that you should be gambling for, and hopefully this tool assists you in your progress. I'll put the spreadsheet itself down in the info section. I'll put the original dropsheet spreadsheet down in the info section, and there'll be a link to the leveling guide that still works down in the info section for your season 3 leveling needs. One note though for the leveling guide, only thing that changed is like craftable items are now tradable in patch 2.2. So that's the only change to leveling guide. You'll still be doing like whatever difficulty is efficient for you. Act 3. It's like, well, Act 1, Hall's Agony quests, and then like also like select curse and chest events. But anyways, hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully this tool is going to help you get into T6 and, you know, reach your season 3 goals as quickly as possible. And don't be wasting your damn blood-shard band. Just follow this list, let this thing help you out, and make your life easy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful freaking day. Modz out.